Hello, Oracles. Oh my goodness. The amount of amazing news we got out of Tesla today with earnings coming tomorrow. Wow. So we've got insights on a new factory coming for the semi truck in Nevada. We've got interest rates coming down for vehicles over in Germany. And we have some insight on when the Fed might pivot. Wow. So we are going to get into all of that in just a minute. My goodness. Okay, so where to start? We are going to start with Open Skies sharing out that the Tesla earnings whisper number is $1.04. Consensus is $1.15. So it looks like behind the scenes, the market thinks that Tesla is going to miss. So this might give us some insights tomorrow as to where the stock might move when we get that earnings. Again, we will be doing a live stream tomorrow. I will be doing two of them, one for when earnings numbers drop, and then another for the earnings call. So we will see those numbers coming probably around 4:05 to 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we will take a look at these two numbers, the 104 and the 115 numbers. Next on the list from Tesla Adri, we have Tesla dropped the leasing interest rate to 0.99% for Model 3 and Model Y if you take delivery until March 31st in Germany. Financing rate dropped to 1.97% for the 3 and the Y. So this is something that I have also been noticing here in the US. Now, I had said previously I've been kind of tracking the interest rates that I have been offered for my vehicle. It was 3.99% last March. As of December, it was 5.99%. It is now down to 5.49%. So, despite the fact that interest rates for our economy in the US are going up, looks like interest rates for the vehicles are starting to come down in the US. So I'll keep you guys posted on any other information about those interest rates here in the US. And if we see anything else coming across the world, you guys can share with me as well. So we know that over in the EU, we were seeing that demand was going up. We saw Model Y lead times getting pushed out. We are also seeing here in the US that Model Y inventory has still been plummeting, even despite the fact that they went up by $500 on their prices. So it looks like Model Y is in very high demand right now. And so when it comes to Germany specifically, I don't know if maybe it's a Germany specific thing, but we know that in the EU overall, looks like they are pushing out lead times. So the demand is still strong over there. And now I know we did just discuss those whisper numbers, but we've got Gary Black coming out with the Tesla Investor Relations compiled consensus shows lower expectations than Bloomberg estimates. So for Q4, we're looking at non-GAAP EPS of $1.10, automotive gross margins excluding credits at 26.4%. For 2023, they're looking at deliveries of 1.849 million, and that's a 41% year-over-year growth. That's right under where I have my forecast at the moment. They have non-GAAP EPS for 2023 at $4.01 and automotive gross margins ex credits at 23.8%. For me, I have them at 24%. So we are right in line there. So I'm right around those consensus estimates. We shall see as the year plays out, and we will find out tomorrow what Tesla comes out with when they give us their forecast and guidance. And now we've got Holmar's catalog coming out saying Honda has set a goal of selling 2 million EVs per year by 2030. Tesla has set a goal of selling 20 million EVs by 2030. Now ask yourself, what happens if the high value segment of the global auto market demands only EVs in 2030? Tesla would end up 10 times bigger than Honda by volume, and vehicle hardware would be a small part of their overall business. And this is something that a lot of people seem to miss right now because they're so focused on Tesla being just an automotive manufacturer. When you start factoring in energy, which by the way, megapacks are really starting to ramp up. Kiju Kim shared some information with me. We have discussed how the megapacks, they are sold out through the summer of 2024. They are sold for about $2 million each. That is a lot of megapacks and a lot of revenue coming in. She also made an amazing point thinking about how they're really pushing megapacks this year as well as the semi truck. Those two products are sold very much commercially. What area does not get hit as hard during a recession? The commercial segment. So Tesla is focusing on selling commercial goods through this recession that we could be potentially getting into, which means that they have plenty of revenue coming in from that commercial space. Then when we start to come out of this, they will have that continuing to go forward and building on that. as well as the Cybertruck. And then next year, we probably get that compact car coming out. Then we get back into the retail space. Then we have both retail and commercial consumers both purchasing in high volumes going forward after 2024. So we'll see how this plays out. But thank you so much for that information. And then we have Gary Black coming out saying why many of us are convinced the Fed will pivot soon on interest rates. Inflation is quickly disappearing. So, him sharing out this tweet from Charlie Bolello, US inflation is slowing fast. The CPI over the last 12 months was up 6.5%. Over the last 6 months, it's up 0.2%. Over the last 2 months, it's down 0.4%. So, that is deflationary pressures. The PPI is up 6.2% over the last 12 months, down 0.1% over the last 6 months, and down 0.3% over the last 2 months. Again, we are seeing this deflationary pressure coming in right now, and it's dropping rapidly. So, some people are starting to think that the Fed is going to pivot sooner than the 2024 plan that they had mentioned. And now, of course, that is just their speculation. The Fed may just leave interest rates high just for whatever reason. We do not know how it is actually going to play out. But based upon the numbers that we are seeing, seems like at this rate, if it does continue, the Fed will be pivoting sooner than they originally planned in 2024. And now here it is, the coup de grace of the day from Sawyer Merritt. Breaking: Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo has announced in his State of the Union address tonight that he will be joining Elon Musk and the team at Tesla tomorrow to unveil plans to build a new $3.5 billion advanced manufacturing facility in northern Nevada for the Tesla Semi. And here it is, as we are recording, Tesla has made it official over on Twitter. Today, we are announcing $3.6 billion of new investment in Giga Nevada, 4 million square feet of new manufacturing footprint, 3,000 additional team members, 2 new manufacturing facilities, a 100 gigawatt hour 4680 cell factory, and our first high volume semi factory. We've come a long way since we broke ground at Giga Nevada in 2014. To date, the team there has successfully produced 7 billion battery cells, 1.5 million battery packs, 3.6 million drive units, and 1 million energy modules. So again, this is absolutely amazing. A nice expansion we are going to be seeing over in Nevada. This is huge for the batteries, especially the 4680s. Being able to get these 4680s up and ramped is the next big piece and hurdle that Tesla is facing. Once these are ramped, these will end up dropping the cost of vehicles, and this in turn is going to raise those margins back up again. This is a massive piece to the puzzle for Tesla right now. So glad to hear this. And again, we are still going to be having other gigafactories getting announced as well this year. And so, of course, this is awesome news. We, of course, were thinking, who knows what they're going to have for a next gigafactory. I don't know if this is what they are considering to be the next gigafactory, but seeing as that they're looking to be producing potentially 50,000 semi trucks in 2024, I don't know how quickly they are going to be building this facility up. If they haven't started construction yet, it's probably going to take at least a year to get this up and running. Then they have to start putting all the machinery in. Then they have to start ramping the production on this. So we don't know timing on it. I have a feeling we will get more information on it tomorrow, but this sounds pretty awesome. This sounds like it's going to be the next factory that is being announced. And then we still have to wait to see if there's any other gigafactories that are coming up. So again, we still have lots of places like Indonesia, South Korea, Mexico, Canada, lots of other options out there for other vehicles that are on the radar. And then Elon said that they have the most exciting product roadmap coming. So who knows if some of these other factories that they are building are for entirely new vehicles that we don't even know about yet. Again, that's all speculation, but seeing as how the company is moving forward the way that they are, this is the thing that I pay attention to, is the fundamentals of the company. The fundamentals are what are going to drive us forward. So even if we do get a sell-off tomorrow after earnings, I don't know if this is what's going to play out. But if we do, remind yourself of all of these things that Tesla is working on fundamentally, because to me, if we get a pullback after earnings, I am just going to buy even more. That excites me. I still want to keep the prices lower for myself. Being a little guy, I want to buy more lower because I don't have the money to buy as many shares as many others out there. So keeping it low allows me and other little guys to be able to go out there and buy as many shares as possible ahead of what we could potentially see as the most valuable company in the world over the next 5 to 10 years. So that's just my thoughts on that. When it comes to earnings tomorrow, I'm going to be playing it out myself and looking at if we run in my IRA, I will probably sell out 3 shares ahead of earnings. I have 22 in there right now. So I'll sell out 3. If we run after earnings, I may put stops in for more of them. I do anticipate a pullback at some point. I do not know how far we will pull back, but it's just natural for that to happen. So it's totally normal. And I will let nature run its course, and I will maybe sell a few as we continue to go up if that is the case. And then when we pull back down, I will buy back in lower and add more shares. It's a little trick that some of you guys as subscribers have shared with me, and you guys did very well, and I have done well with it myself a couple of times last year, and I'm going to continue that again going forward. Being able to multiply my shares in a Roth IRA, it's not financial advice, but my goodness, it's wonderful to be able to do that and just be able to like multiply my shares tax free. So, again, if it's something that you guys have available to you, take a look at it. You've got to do your own due diligence and research and figure out what the best strategy is for you, but it is a viable option. And so, otherwise, looking at the market performance today, up slightly, just about 0.1% on the day. Looks like we're dipping a little bit after hours. Not concerned about that. Again, going into earnings tomorrow could be a wild day. Not really sure how it is actually going to be playing out. But as far as I'm concerned, all this fundamental news is the important stuff. The stock price movement itself is all near term stuff that can be manipulated. Long term, I see us going very high. And this weekend, I will be breaking down an entire video with all of my price targets between now and 2033. So look out for that one this weekend. And now that we have all of this information and we get earnings, I'll be able to put together better numbers. Again, for all members and patrons, I share my valuation model with all of you guys on a weekly basis, but I will put out a video every single month breaking down all of that information for you guys on here as well. So that's it for today. What an awesome, exciting day. You guys can let me know in the comments below how you felt about all the news we got today. Let me know if there's something maybe I missed because there was just so much that was out there. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.